Now, when working with your files, like when you have your window open, and your various bars on the side, working with your files, and let's say like a list view or however you want your files listed. Eventually, you're going to get so many files that it's hard to find and keep track of the files you have. And this is where, once you get down below the bottom of the screen, you have to start using your scroll bars and start scrolling up and down to get to your files. What we can start doing is, instead of having all these files laying out all by themselves, we can start grabbing groups of them and putting them into a folder. So a folder is basically a collection of files. Just like the folder on your desk you may be storing files in, you can put as many files in here as you want. Like, there's virtually no limit to the number of files you can put into a folder. But what's amazing is you can get several folders going, and if you start getting too many folders at your root level, one for personal stuff, one for work stuff, one for whatever else, you may find it beneficial to take multiple folders and put them into another folder. So folders also act very similar to, say, a filing cabinet, where you just hold as many folders as you want inside each tray or each row. And ideally, you want to have some sort of consistent, organized structure behind them. Quite often I'll have one that's for just personal stuff. One for documentation. I'll probably an archive folder. If stuff gets old, I'll move it from one of these other ones down into my archive, so that it's not cluttering up my workspace as much. And within my documentation, I'll have something on my my team. I have time cards, receipts, purchases, invoices, things like that. I can actually start putting multiple folders and many different files within each one of these. And even within these, you can start getting more of a structure. The first year I'll have my receipts or my time cards, for example. Well, let's do a 2012 folder and a 2013 folder, so that I only have to look at a small subset at a time, and it's pretty easy to go back and find, oh, which time card was, this on. If you have time cards going back to the, 2011, 2010, 2009, right? If these are all just time cards sitting in your time card folder, you have what? Let's just say you have 25 time cards a year, and this could easily be 125 time cards in this one folder. So if you have to go find one from, December 1st, 2011, you have to go through this long list and go up and down until you find that December 2011 timesheet, right? But if you can break up your structure and that you only have folders in a year, each one of these only has 25 timesheets in it, and you can easily look through just that small subset to find the one you're looking for. And really, that's the key to organizing your folders, is to build out a structure so that you can easily group things. You know, I might have like a projects, where I might say, you know, I might say grants, I might say infrastructure, or I might say something else like, oh, building, and then I say team, you know, what's my team members working on, and within these, I might do a, you know, 2012 folder for the old stuff and leave my current stuff in the root. At the end of the year, I'll put this stuff in like a 2013 folder, and I'll start over fresh working with my files. Because as you start getting a very large structure, yeah, it can be easy to get lost in, but the cleaner you keep it and the more intuitive you keep things, you know, like have things largely grouped together as folders with the files, it's much, much easier to work with.